This guy's so this guy selling his fucking car wash. I can't believe he thought he was selling the whole fucking car
Bro,
wash.
I thought he was selling like one of those coin op ones, like that people. Who owns those? You know, there's never like attendance there.
Who the fuck wakes up in the middle, like the morning, and just says, "You know what? I think I'll sell my car wash on OfferUp."
It's happening! Diablo 2, it's happening!
Yes, it is. Oh man.
Welcome to the PodBoyz Advanced Podcast. It's a weekly discussion where we go over the latest in gaming and toss in a little bit of whatever else we want to talk about, and that is Diablo 2 this week.
We're going back to the basements. Back to the basements.
We're going back to the basement, y'all. My name is Oscar. I'm joined as always by my co-host and best friend,
the Lord of Destruction.
The Lord of Destruction.
JK, it's Eric.
What's up, Eric?
Chilling, bro. Chilling.
Chilling or losing your mind over Diablo 2?
I'm trying to keep myself from like blowing the roof off of my house.
Bro. Dude, Eric had heard the news, but he hadn't seen the trailer.
I hadn't watched
up until a couple minutes ago. So this man is fresh off of it right now.
It looks so good.
It looks so fucking good.
Like everything looks the same, but not. Which is good. It's a good thing.
It's confirmed that Vicarious Visions is doing it. And it's also confirmed that you can toggle back and forth between the old visuals and the new ones. Yes, Eric! It's built on top of the old code.
So it's the same game?
It's the same.
Ah, dude.
Yeah. Lose your fucking mind, dude. We're gonna do probably a whole separate video doing an in-depth discussion, deep dive, and like
we'll talk about
reminisce segment just dedicated to Diablo.
We'll pull up the wiki and talk about some of our favorite old armor sets. We'll talk about Saigons. We'll talk about the cow level,
Silks of the Victor, the Oculus.
We'll talk about Rune Words.
Tyrael's Might, the rarest item in the game. All that shit.
We'll do all that.
But we're not gonna try to do it because if we start talking about this now, we will take up the whole podcast with
Diablo
it.
2 podcast, so
we'll save it for a separate video. Well, my dungeon raiding friend, yes, I have one very important question for you,
and that would be:
what kind of potion are you drinking today, sir?
Oh, sir, this is actually like I picked this by just by accident. So it's called, not like I picked it out of my fridge just because I just picked this one. But I didn't realize we were going to be talking about like demons and shit.
Is it appropriate?
It is a little bit. It's called Zen Garden, but the picture is appropriate. Check that out. Let me see if I can. It's a fucking Grim Reaper.
Oh, it is a Grim Reaper. Honestly, it looks like a leprechaun from far away.
It's a Grim Reaper sitting in a Zen garden.
Dude, you find a lot of Grim Reaper beers.
Yeah, dude. For those of you who don't know, which most of you don't know, I have kind of an obsession with like Grim Reaper and like skull pictures,
motifs.
Stuff. Yeah, like Santa Muerte, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's my thing. It's my thing. And yeah, dude, this is New England Indian Pale Ale.
Ooh, okay, New England IPA.
Double dry hopped.
Oh god, that's gonna have some body to
Yeah,
it.
so this is from Clown Shoes Brewery,
Clown Shoes Brewery.
which ironically enough, I hate clowns, and yet I am drinking Clown Shoes beer.
Nice.
So what are you drinking, dude? What do you got today? Another gose? Another sour? Another
No, dude. Actually, none of that. None of that at all. It's by New Glory Craft Brewery in Sacramento. And check this out.
what is that? It looks like worms?
Gummy
Ghost? A
worms.
genie? Oh, it's gummy worms.
It's called gummy worms. I don't know why this thing is not focusing.
There it goes. Gummy worms. Okay. Is that an IPA?
It's are you ready for this?
Okay.
A chewy pale ale.
What does that mean?
What does that mean, right? Let me read the little description here. It's hard to believe, but no confections were harmed in the making of this delicious brew. So how do we do it? We make this juicy candy-like beer drinkable by using a careful balance of wheat, oats, and brewer's two-row barley. It is then aggressively dry hopped with Citra and Amarillo hops for all those sweet candied pineapple and fruit notes, reminiscent of our favorite gummy candies.
Interesting.
So, it's a chewy pale ale. Oh yeah, by New Glory Craft Brewery. So
Interesting, man.
Let's see what this is all about.
All right.
Cheers.
Oh, that's really good. Ooh, definitely hoppy. Definitely tastes like an IPA.
She thick.
No, it's actually, you know what it kind of tastes? It tastes like a sweet, what was the green flash? Like a
nice.
sweeter green flash.
Hmm.
How's your gummy pale ale? Chewy pale ale?
Yeah, gummy worms, chewy pale ale. It smells super fruity.
But it doesn't taste fruity?
No, it just tastes like beer. It just tastes like a pale ale.
Interesting.
Hmm.
That is very interesting.
Not the best.
Really?
Not the best.
I like mine. It just tastes like, I guess it reminds me of good old bar days.
Ah, yes. Before our spot got expensive and then closed down.
Bro. So sad.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But yeah, moving on to what we've been playing. We're going to try and move a little quicker this week because we do have a whole ass fat direct to get through a little later. So we'll try and move it along here. What you been playing this week, my dude?
Let's see. This week I have been playing a lot of Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
I played
way more. This man's already past level 1300, while I'm still in the 1260s. So there you fucking go.
Hey man, there's one reason only why I'm that high, and it's not weed. I have been grinding Gambit all week whenever I get free time. Not even like long periods of time. Like I'll sit when I have like an hour or like an hour and a half or two, just like before class, or like just when I get home from work right away for a bit before I do homework. Like it's not even like an obsessive amount of it, but I've played so much since it's double infamy. I've played enough to already reset my freaking Gambit infamy rank because I've been trying to get a gun called the Bottom Dollar that only drops in Gambit, the arguably worst game mode in the game. And I have been playing it and doing really good actually by myself.
Oh, you've been playing by
Like
yourself.
carrying. Well, yeah, I'm playing by myself because nobody else wants to play it.
Well, I mean, I've been I've played it with Elliot and
But yeah, but
Avery.
we haven't been on like at the
You
same
know,
time this past week. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I know you'd be down to play.
which is why I'm so low.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, it just sucks. I've been like cue the sad music, but I've been playing this all week and I still don't have the damn gun.
I'm sorry, man.
And
Meanwhile, I'm over here. I've barely played this week, and when I have played, I've gotten two of the rare drop in the Nightfall, the palindrome,
I hate you.
and I got the absolute god roll of the new exotic scout rifle on my first run of the mission.
I hate you. Actually, my rolls for the scout rifle with moving target, dude, it's actually not bad. I have destroyed a whole team in Gambit
Bro,
just using that gun.
that fourth time's the charm is some shit though, because like
Yeah,
you just keep
you just keep shooting.
Your damage keeps increasing as you keep getting headshots. It's
Yeah, and you just keep
terrifying.
shooting. So
it melts bosses.
Yeah, I've been playing that. I played a little bit more Control. It's getting more weird as I progress through it. More and more and more weird. Let's see. I also played Concrete Genie.
Oh yeah, you said you were playing that for a class, right?
Yeah, I was playing it for I'm taking a game design class, and I had an assignment to kind of like talk about a game I hadn't played yet, and yeah, I've been playing that for a bit. It's fun. It's like I can take a little bit at a time, but I can't sit there and like go through the whole game. I don't think like on one sit down, because it uses the motion controls. It uses the gyro in your controller, so you're kind of forced to sit there and paint like with the controller like this the whole time, and you're muted, sir. And
oh, I don't like that at all.
yeah, it's actually kind of cool because like the way it's kind of made, it's like it uses it well, which is cool. Like, but I can't sit there and do it that like for like 3-4 hours straight. You know, I could do it for like 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done with this.
Understandable.
So yeah, I played that, a little bit of For Honor. I don't know if I said that already.
No, you have not. I haven't gone back to that. You went back?
Yeah, I played a little bit with Elliot and Abel, and I believe that's all I've played. A little bit of Smash too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, and I lied. I played this other game. What's it called? I got it a long time ago because my girlfriend thought it looked super cute, and it's just been sitting on my Switch for like forever. So it's a game called My Brother Rabbit.
What?
And it's I don't usually play games like this. It's like a narrative-ish, but there's really no narrative. It's like you're kind of playing a comic book, and the whole game is just you just finding things. So you just find things, you just find items in the game, and it's like I Spy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like you're finding things in the game, and then you collect a certain amount, like, oh, find all the butterflies. You find all the butterflies, and then you go back to a thing, and then the thing does something. Find all the spiders. You use the spiders, and then after you find, oh, they're like little cute looking spiders. They're like not terrifying.
Nope.
But it's like kind of like, so the whole story of the game is it starts out like it's all like pictures. It doesn't have any words or anything. So you see like this like brother and sister, and they're like playing like kids, and then the little sister gets sick, and the brother is trying to cheer her up with like a teddy bear, which is like this like a rabbit looking thing. So it's like trying to cheer her up, and turns out this poor kid has to go to the hospital and is like super sick, I guess. And the whole premise of the game is like you're seeing this story unfold through the eyes of the stuffed animal.
That's wild.
So the stuffed animals, it represents the brother, and there's like this little plant looking thing that represents the sister, who's the plant is sick too.
Oh, well,
And so it's like this little cute looking plant.
sounds
And
depressing though.
well, the whole thing is like you're saving the plant, you know. So like this little rabbit is like trying to help the plant out. So just like in the when you go to the cutscenes and you see the pictures of the kids,
Yeah.
like the brother is trying to cheer up. It's a cute game. It's a cute game. It's not. I didn't think I was gonna sit there and play it for like an hour and a half, but I just like I started playing with it, and I was just like, I started doing, because every time you find enough of items to do something, it puts you like into a little mini game. So yeah, dude, it's just one of those games that I just sat down and like next thing I know, I was just like, what the fuck? How long have I been here? It's nothing like, it's just a puzzle game, and it's I Spy, and I was just sitting there playing I Spy for like almost 2 hours.
Hey man, whatever. If it gripped you, it gripped you, you know?
Yeah, so it was interesting. I've never played a game like that, so it was definitely interesting.
Nice.
So yeah, that's what I've been playing this week, man. What about yourself?
Me, I played a bit more Final Fantasy VII Remake. Pushed a bit further in the story. Reached, I think like what's the second big boss, and got my fucking ass beat while you listened.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I got pretty fucking far, and then I got
time.
fucking insta wiped like right towards the end, and I got super salty. So I haven't gone back to that in a couple days. My pride is hurt. But I've been pushing through that. I played a lot more Super Mario 3D World. Super freaking good, amazing level design, super fun game. And then last night I actually tried the other mode, Bowser's Fury, and I thought I didn't know what it was. Like I knew it was another game mode, but it's basically like a whole ass 3D Mario game, like with its own like star type collectibles, like these little like sunshine things. It's cool, dude. So like you go around and you collect, like, say instead of stars you collect these little suns, and those clear away more like of this like inky sludge, kind of like in Sunshine,
right?
That are like covering the map. So you unlock more portions of the map as you collect more stuff. Then in the distance there's this giant angry Bowser shell just spinning, and every once in a while that fool gets up and just starts raining fire down, and like will like basically wipe you if you don't like hide or like get away from him.
Oh shit.
And eventually you get enough of these little suns to unlock this thing called the Giga Bell that you can use, and you transform into this giant like Super Saiyan cat Mario,
right?
And you get to go fight, and you got to go fuck Bowser up. And then you knock him further down the map. It clears more of the map to unlock more shit, and you do it all over again. It's
okay. So it's like one elongated boss battle.
Yeah, it's one elongated boss battle that unlocks more of the map as you go.
That's pretty sick, actually. That's a cool. I haven't bought it yet. I'm probably gonna wait till probably a couple weeks from now.
Yeah, and the other one, 3D World, the other mode is the actual game.
Right.
It's really fucking good, dude. Like, I think you were listening to me play like the first couple levels last time, and I was just laughing at all like the new enemies, like the cat Goombas and stuff like that. Bro, there's cat everything.
Like everything?
Yeah, there's cat Koopas, cat Bob-Bombs, cat Bullet Bills,
cat Kappas?
All kinds of cat everything. But and it's just hilarious. But the interesting is, like I'm telling you, it's like a weird top-down view, but you can still turn it full 3D. But you're doing the same thing as the 2D games, where you're like hitting the blocks and collecting the different power-ups. Like it's such a weird blend of everything, and it just works so well, and it's super clever, and it's a little I mean it's a Mario game, so it's a bit too easy. But apparently there's like this end game shit called like Star Road or something like that, and it's supposedly fucking brutal to clear. So
it's like a So it's like once you finish it, you unlock like the extra hard mode, pretty much.
Well, it's like an extra like set of levels
Oh,
that
it's
are
okay. So it's okay. I get it.
type
I
of
get
thing,
you.
yeah. And it's like challenge mode type of thing. And it's supposed to be super hard, but I'm enjoying the game a lot, man. It's super fun.
That's cool, man. I
Yeah,
can't
so
wait to get my hands on it. Like it looks really good, and it looks like it's really fun to play. Really.
and the last thing I've been playing is motherfucking Triangle Strategy, the demo for Project Triangle Strategy, which is one of the games announced in the direct.
The
It's
Octopath X
yep,
Fire Emblem.
Octopath X Fire Emblem. Let's fucking go! They literally like have been stalking me my whole life, and they let's fucking handcraft the game for Oscar, and they
So
literally
I have a question
yes.
because I haven't played Octopath. So is the reason because Triangle Strategy that's like the Fire Emblem, like red, green, blue kind of. That's what they're talking about, right?
Like the weapon triangle.
Yeah, weapon triangle, right?
I haven't discovered why they had named it that yet. I don't know if they even reveal that in the demo, because the demo, they start you off like in the middle of the story, halfway through like some crazy ass shit. And so it tells you in the beginning that you're dropped in the middle of the story, and it's gonna be hard to grasp what's going on, and the difficulty is gonna be ramped up and shit like that. So you can get a feel for the battles. So they kind of just toss you in to like experience the game and the combat and shit. So
okay, so
yeah,
I have a question.
I don't really know what's going on
Yeah,
with
so
that.
my question was not well, that was part of my question, but so I haven't played Octopath.
Mm-hmm.
Is that similar to Fire Emblem the way it plays, or is it more like walk up to
No,
enemies and like?
it's like a traditional like Final Fantasy type of thing. So you have a party of four, and they're all walking around in a line behind you, and there's random encounters as you go from town to town, and it's the typical straight up RPG screen where the four of you are on this side, everyone's on that side, and it's turn based.
Oh, okay.
It's just like a
Okay.
regular RPG. That's why like they took that same art style and like concept and everything and applied it to like a strategy game to make this one to a strategy RPG. So that's
And
why
basically it plays like Fire Emblem.
yeah, basically it plays like Fire Emblem, but you can rotate the camera all around and depend. It's really cool, dude. Like
I'll probably try the
if you
demo.
like
Like
if you pull up behind someone, it's a critical hit and shit like that. Like it's pretty cool, man. Like I don't know. Like I've only played like I'm still in like it's hard, dude. Like
yeah.
especially because how I like to play. Like it's a fucking demo, and it's not even the one that's gonna carry over into the final game. But I've restarted that shit like 4 times because like I make one like risky move and end up getting a character killed, and I'm like, oh no, we restart. And like it's pretty tough, dude. Like they'll fucking gang up on you, and because they can critical hit you too. Like it's not baby shit where you
Yeah.
do it and they can't. Like they'll fuck you up. So
Shit.
I'm already enjoying it, man. Like I said, Octopath is like one of my favorite games on Switch. Like period. It's a super good RPG, like just like a regular turn-based RPG. Now you blend that art style and the same like writing, because Octopath got dark, like the themes that it like touched on and everything. It was pretty fucked up at times. Like apply that same like mature like writing and that art style to like a Fire Emblem style like strategy RPG. I'm fucking literally handmade for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Fire Emblem's always been like more like fantasy, like this is going on, you got to fight to defend this or do that.
Yeah. What I will say is, I don't know if like I don't know. It's supposedly like towards the middle of the game, so I don't know. But the magic users are a little like underwhelming to me, because like in Fire Emblem, like when you had like a mage or something, you can attack from like a pretty good distance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the magic
They're like
attack,
they're like 2 squares over, no?
no, like pretty far. Like especially once you start leveling
Oh,
them up.
once you get there, yeah,
Yeah, we start
okay.
leveling them up, and like these dudes literally have to be like right next to each other almost to be able to do any sort of magic attacks and shit. It's weird. Like, and they do like weird like four squared ones like in areas around you and stuff like that. But you still, that's cool.
Oh,
But I wouldn't. I don't know how useful that is when like unless you can like wipe a group of like 3 in one go or something,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a magic user, so they're fucking squishy. Like I've already, those are the ones that keep dying on me. Like 2 hits and they get freaking wrecked, you know. So like I don't know how useful they're gonna be if like
I
they're
think they're just
glass cannons, you
if they're
know.
glass cannons, man, they might just be sweep up characters, and
Like,
you send your you
but they
got to
don't,
play you got to play different.
but they don't have much movement is the thing. Like you think they'd compensate by like having them have like a good range of movement to come in and clean up, but like, it takes them forever to move too. Like it's
Mm.
I mean, it's still a demo, and that's the thing. Like, this is the same thing they did with Octopath. They had like 2 or 3 demos, so they have you play it, and they specifically ask for feedback from the fans, and they actually take that into account. Release the next demo with
Oh
improved.
well, yeah. Tell them
What you
you're
said.
tell them the
Oh
mages are the
yeah,
woman, Ed.
I'm
Hell
going
yeah.
to. I'm gonna be like, y'all need to fix this mage system, y'all, because they're
They
lackluster right now.
suck. Just say they
No,
suck.
mages need a buff, yo. Buff my mages.
All right. Well,
But dude,
that's cool,
it's
man.
you need to check it
I'll
out,
probably
dude.
check it out. Yeah.
It's really fucking, especially because like Three
I'll
Houses
grab my
is
Switch and download it right now.
like Three Houses. I know you played it and got into it a bit, but
Mm-hmm.
that one had the
It's
new art style and it had the new like a monastery system where you talk to people and shit, more like Persona style.
yeah.
This one's just it even looks kind of like the old Game Boy shit. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get that nostalgia for like the Game Boy Fire
Yeah,
Emblem games and
honestly,
shit.
like Fire Emblem, it's been good, but I have a hard time coming back to it.
Hmm.
Like I don't have I never had a hard time going back to the old Fire Emblems. So I just wanted to keep playing.
Yeah.
But I don't know why, like going back to this and like kind of walking around and doing all that kind of thing, I'm just like, just put me in a fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
the story's all cool and everything, but I just feel like I have a hard time getting back to it because like
There's so much in between fights
there,
and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, you know what I mean?
I feel you. Yeah, but like, I mean, I like the switch up, but I mean, I've also played a lot of the Fire Emblems in between. You kind of went from back in the day to now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
the before this Fire Emblem, the only Fire Emblem I've been playing was actually no, I played the Conquest.
oh, okay.
So I played Conquest, which is really hard, by the way.
Hmm. Hmm.
Conquest is really, really hard.
Yeah, those DS ones are brutal, man.
Yeah, so I played that one, and I think I played like the mobile one a
Oh,
bit.
Heroes.
Yeah, which is it's like Fire Emblem Light, you know, like
Okay, I've
you
never
know,
tried. I've never.
like if
I
you're if,
don't. I stay as far away from mobile games as possible at all times.
it's not bad if you don't buy into the whole like gotcha system that they have.
Yeah.
If you don't buy into it, you're fine, and then you can just play through the game and earn like the in-game currency that way, and you're fine. It's definitely something that you don't like want to sit there and play for hours, but it's definitely a good like if you like I said like Fire Emblem Light, you know. So if you want to get your Fire Emblem fix and you're just on your phone,
Yeah.
you just pull that up and like do a couple missions or whatever, you know.
Yeah. But
It's not too terrible.
definitely check this one out though. I think you'll like it a lot.
Okay.
It's
I typed TR
mhm.
in the eShop, and the first thing that came up was Triangle
There
Strategy.
you go. It's popular, man.
All right, well, yeah, here we go.
Yep.
Downloading the demo right now.
There you go, man. Enjoy. And that's
So
pretty
yeah,
much
dude.
what I've been up to this week, man. So before we move on to the topic of Roonies here, which we're going to try and rifle through, we can answer our first question for the week. Night Juane asks, what dead or forgotten game franchise would you like them to bring back? What kind of changes would you like to see in new releases of that franchise? Some examples would be F-Zero or Silent Hill, which haven't had new releases in a while.
Oof. I would bring back Gundam Battle Assault.
Gundam Battle Assault.
100%.
Which one is what style is that one?
That's the 2D Gundam fighter that we would
Oh,
play.
okay. Okay.
It's dead and forgotten.
Mm.
Nobody knows about it. Like I want
That's
to
such a
go.
good fucking game.
I want to call Arc System Works and be like,
Did
hey,
they make it?
make this game. No, they didn't. It
Oh,
was like,
okay.
but it was good. I don't know who made it.
Do you still have it?
It was a PS2 game, bro.
No, I know, but do you still have it?
Oh no, it's a PS1 game. That's how old it is. I think I do somewhere.
Because you were never the type to get rid of your shit.
Yeah, I think I got it somewhere. It's just Bandai. It's just a Bandai Namco game.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I guess they just made it. But honestly, dude, like if Arc System Works worked on something like this, it would be so freaking cool. You know what I mean? Could you imagine just like a 2D Gundam fighter that looked like Dragon Ball Fighters?
Dude, that'd be insane, dude.
Wouldn't that be so freaking cool?
Seeing yes. And have my boys from G Gundam up in there because that's strictly that's a strictly brawler Gundam series in and of itself. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. There is a
Not like
game
a
that
war-based one.
there is a game that just came out a few years ago. It's like it's just a Gundam fighter. I forget what it's called, but it's the problem with it. It's cool, and it's literally got like almost every Gundam from every series
Oh shit.
in it. And there's some of like DLC characters like you can put but Burning Gundam is there and for free. You can play as him, but then you could like I think if you pay for the DLC, you can get like Shining Gundam and Master Gundam.
I fucking cry.
Yeah.
Oh, those are the two that I have here on my
Yeah,
my
they're
shelf.
there.
So Shining Gundam, Master Gundam.
So you can get them as a DLC or whatever. But the thing is, it's cool, but it's an arena fighter. I hate arena fighters. Like there's like if there's anime, they automatically want to make it an arena
the
fighter,
pitfall of every anime fighter.
Like, why can't they just make these cool ass like 2D fighters, like actual fighters, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like even if it's not 2D, make it like fucking Tekken style, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think if they brought back like Battle Assault, that would be like a really cool. Like people who play fighter games would be all in on that. Like I think it would be popular.
You're actually speaking. You're actually talking right up Night Juan's alley. He's like the biggest Gundam and Gunpla fan I know. He has like he's built like hundreds of Gundams at this point.
Sick.
So he's not that huge on fighters from what I know, but he's super down for Gundam.
Yeah, if you guys don't know the game, like look it up. Like Gundam Battle Assault 2 is the good one. Battle Assault 1 was okay, but Battle Assault 2, look up some gameplay, and it's like for what it was a lot of fun.
Dude, my boy Death Scythe wrecked in that fucking game.
Yeah, he did. And it was, I don't know, dude. I feel like anime fighters get lost in this fucking arena like bullshit.
They really do. They really do.
It's unfortunate because they could do so much more. That's why I'm so hooked on fighters. Why I keep going back to fighters because it's so good.
Bro, can you imagine a fucking Hunter game in
if it was like
fighter style?
Dude, all the animes in the fighter style would be perfect. I don't care. Just
fucking Jump Force, dude. Jump Force should have just been a 2D fighter, dude. Can you imagine?
I don't know why it's like I got it. We'll make these 2D anime into 3D models.
Fleshy, gross, fucking uncanny valley, gross ass fucking character models of your favorite anime characters. Give Luffy skin. Why not?
The only good arena fighters, the only good fun arena fighters that exist from an anime are the Naruto Ninja Storm games.
And still, they're kind of garbage for the most part. I don't like them that
much. They're okay. They're not like the best, you know. Mm-hmm. But like the way that they did it, they kind of like I actually blame them for this because of that, like, and that was so popular, so they're
They're
like,
like,
oh,
oh, we should
we're
do
gonna
this with
make all of
everyone.
them. Yeah, exactly.
That's how the My
So
Hero ones are, and
yeah, I don't know, man. Arena fighters are not fun,
yeah. But
but
yeah,
yeah,
as far as for me, I'm just gonna straight up stay on my classic RPG boy shit and bring back Golden Sun.
oh, dude,
Please
Golden
bring back Golden
Sun.
Sun. That's another just straight up traditional turn-based RPG where your team's on one side, the monsters are on the other, and that one's super cool. You collect different the like powers, the people you collect or whatever that give you the power are djinns in that one, DGIN. So you
Mhm.
collect different djinns with different abilities and stuff like that. Like you start off with like these earth powers with this giant hand that can push these giant blocks around so you get around the world and stuff. Like you collect different abilities. Oh man. There was two of them, I believe. I have one up here in my Game Boy. I think I have the first one. But man, we haven't seen that in such a long time, and it's about time Golden Sun got some love and came back, man. Camelot's out here making freaking Mario Tennis and Mario Golf. Make Golden Sun again, Camelot.
Yeah, dude, hell yeah.
So,
That was a good nostalgia break.
yep. Thanks, Night Juan, for the question. I appreciate you. And we're going to go ahead and start moving on to these smaller topics here. Like I said at the beginning, we're going to try and move a little quicker than usual through these just because we got a lot to cover in the direct. So Microsoft, there was a rumor going around. Microsoft still going around saying they're not done buying studios. There was a rumor floating around that they were going to buy Techland, the studio that was that makes Dying Light, working on Dying Light 2 currently, I believe. And it was quickly shut down by a representative from Techland. Put out a tweet that he's like, "Huh? Nope, not us." So he says there. He literally said, "The guy's name is Unky, by the way." He says there was the same rumor floating around the internet almost a year ago. The situation didn't change. Techland is an independent studio, and it was not acquired by another publisher. So there you go.
Nice.
So they're not being bought, at least not now. So I don't know what that's all about. You know, rumors always popping up out of nowhere.
People will say the darnest things.
So patch notes released for the Master Cheat List. Xbox heavy week this week. Uh, uh, patch notes came out for the Master Chief Collection. And one of the bullet points was quote unquote a new place to play Halo was going to be introduced, Eric. So what does that mean? Clearly that means it's going to be coming to the Switch, right? Halo Switch confirmed. Everyone was all ablaze. There was videos all over. Is it coming to the Switch? No, it's a new map. That's the new place to play. You can play on a new map.
Why is that a thing? Why is it seems like every rumor that has come out as of late, it's like, oh, it's coming to Switch. It's like everything's coming to Switch. Not everything can come to Switch.
People beg to differ, apparently, man. I don't know, man. Like, it's like a mental illness at this point, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's Switch syndrome. Where, like, I'm of the mind that I think everything should come to Switch, but I'm also like so like aware enough that that's just not gonna be the case. You know what I mean? Like,
right? Yeah.
Like, it's okay for things to not come to Switch, man. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, oh well. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with like Persona and Persona 5 and all that type of stuff. Like, if it shows up, it shows up. If it doesn't, oh well. You know, I mean, and people like get like, oh, it's free money for these companies and stuff like that. Well, yeah, it's their fucking loss then. You know, it's not my fault to be worrying about these companies' pockets. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Man, I don't know. But
I'm getting really burnt out on the like, it's coming to Switch.
It's coming to Switch, Eric. But everything's coming to Switch. Everything's got to be portable, man.
Everything.
And again, if it is cool, but I'm not gonna sit here and like jump on every single game rumor and be like, Switch. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly.
I like the freaking seagulls from
Mine,
Finding
mine,
Nemo. Is it
mine.
Switch?
Switch,
Switch?
switch,
Switch?
switch.
Switch? 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 Like, jeez, man. But what is cool about the news is the new map is actually from Halo Online, which was like this weird free-to-play version of Halo that was available in Russia like back in 2015 for a bit. So that's
Well,
pretty cool.
that's cool. Why don't we have that here? Why does America like?
I don't know, man.
Why can't we have nice things, man?
That's Microsoft. They want you to pay for the nice things, like this new headset they announced. Microsoft announced their new wireless headset, so they finally have something other than their version of the SteelSeries headset. PlayStation had the Pulse 3D one alongside the Arctis 7P from SteelSeries that are compatible with the
And
PS5.
there's a bunch of headsets that are like compatible.
Yeah, but like supposedly like specifically targeting the PS5 is what I mean. You know what I mean? So Microsoft didn't have their own proprietary one at launch. They the only one that was like tailored for
Which
the Series
was
X is
a little weird, right?
the Arctis 9X or whatever. Yeah, so I mean I don't know why it took. I mean, but it's here now, and they're thick boys. I don't know if I'm into it that much. I don't know if
they look huge, right?
Yeah, like not only do they have like the ear section of this
and there's like another like
of the SteelSeries here.
thing.
There's
right?
another like pretty like fat circular piece on the side of it. And
Yeah. It looks.
I don't know.
Funky.
It just looks really bulky. It's gonna be $100, and it's supposedly like very competitive sound wise with things in that price range. It's got all the bells and whistles and fixins. It's fully wireless and all that type of stuff. So I mean, I don't know. I think I think honestly, I can get these to work with it if I really wanted to.
Were they Arctis?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can too.
So I mean, I don't think I need these for my Series X, especially not if they're gonna be this bulky, you know. But I mean, it's pretty cool for Xbox gamers out there who don't have a headset. If
y'all want the full Xbox on Xbox kit,
yep,
if add this to your accessories list.
Geared out, y'all, on Xbox. Yeah. But
I mean, like you said, it's cool for Xbox peeps. If you're an Xbox fan, you want it, or if you just don't have a gaming headset and it's a pretty affordable price range, try and get it if you can.
$100.
Yeah, I mean it's probably made to sound good with the Xbox, so
yeah, so it's probably good bang for your buck for that price if you have an Xbox. But yeah, moving on. Again, very Microsoft heavy news week. So Google, we talked about them and Stadia a couple weeks ago about how they closed their internal studios and all that.
I'm sorry, what now?
Google Stadia.
What's that?
They're still around, Eric. Don't forget them yet.
What? Oh.
Yeah, it's not time yet. They're still.
Oh, okay.
They're still like clawing. At the surface, they're not fully drowned yet.
But like, why?
Beats me, man. But
right, so
yeah, they'll tell you why, and it's because of Microsoft, Eric, and it's because Microsoft buying ZeniMax and Bethesda. Like, it's just not fair, and the Google Stadia CEO Phil Harrison admitted that a factor in the decision to close studios in Los Angeles and Montreal was the purchase of ZeniMax Media by Microsoft. It is unclear exactly how the ZeniMax acquisition influenced the final decision to close Stadia Studios. So he just said rising development costs along with Microsoft. So what? You didn't explain anything. You just they bought a studio, so we just gave up, I guess.
Yeah, that's
really what it sounds like, bro. Like, what?
So these guys were like, they got the news. Microsoft buys ZeniMax and Bethesda, and they're just, all right, guys, time to pack it up. Game's over.
No, it's not even that. What it sounds like, it's like they were already like, all right, maybe we should pack it up. You know, like it takes a really long time to make these games. We keep having to delay them. It's costing us a lot of money. It's like it keeps getting more and more. Wait, sir, Microsoft just bought Bethesda. You like? Are you?
We're done.
Why are we even trying? Why are we even doing this? Just shut it down. It's just like serious. That's what it seems like. These men was just like, why are we even doing this right now? Why, you know?
I just picture the guys at Stadia coming to work like every day, just like heads hanging low, and just like, all right, guys, well, here we are.
Bro, the sad thing is like they didn't even know that their shit was gonna get shut down until they read about it in Kotaku.
Yeah, that's shitty.
That was super shitty, apart from anything, but like fuck Google Stadia, fuck Phil Harrison, but yeah, man. I can't, that shit made me laugh so hard. It's just like
it's too hard. This is just too hard.
They bought Bethesda. It's too hard. We're done.
Oh man.
But yeah, man. Moving on to the next topic here. Microsoft released a FPS boost for the new console, Series X and S. It's a new feature for backwards compatibility, which, as the title suggests, boosts the frame rate of older games. So it basically uncaps frame rate limitations from old games and brings them up to their max potential. It brings games from like 30 to 60 usually, but in some cases it's even been able to push games up to 120.
That's pretty cool, actually.
So for Xbox keeps becoming the best place to play your older games and stuff like that, so, which is cool because for those of you out there who have your whole back catalog dating back to the first Xbox and shit, like you're sitting on a fucking treasure trove of games there, like because it auto upscales them to 4K, auto HDRs them. Now it brings the frame rate up. Like it's basically like giving you like quote unquote
remaster,
quote unquote soft remasters of the games. You know what I mean? Which is dope as fuck. Like in my opinion. So
yeah, I think that's really cool actually, and I mean I would be more excited too if they had new games, but here we are. Yeah. I kid. It's actually a pretty cool feature, and I didn't think we'd get to the point where we would be FPS snobs.
I need to pop in my fucking Tony Hawk's Underground disc.
Oh, and dude, yeah, do that. It probably looks great.
Yeah, dude, I'm probably gonna do that this week. Maybe I'll do a video on it.
Yeah, dude, go for it, because I'd like to see that. That sounds really cool. But you know what I mean, though? Like, I never thought we'd be here, man. We cried about it. We're just like, whatever. We made it a point on this podcast. Now we sit here, fools.
Yeah, we're idiots. We're stand corrected, dude. Like, I don't know if I mentioned it on the podcast, but like when I first turned on Fallen Order a couple weeks ago on the Series X, like I had it on the performance mode because that's what I was playing it on before I stopped playing it. And like I was just like, is the game broken? Like what's going? I thought like the Xbox was glitching on me or something. Then I was just like, oh wait. And I turned on 60 frames and I was like, oh no.
It's good, right?
It's good. It's really fucking good.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well,
but yeah, man, moving on.
We stand here reformed.
Stand here. No. Yeah, it's fine, dude. Stand in your truth. Stand in your truth, sir. I'm right there with you. I'm like, this shit's got me fucked up. I'm a frame rate snob now.
Yeah, dude, I've been fucked up about it for a while.
That fucking PC and PlayStation PC and PS5 ruined us.
Y'all saw it. Y'all saw it here live.
Yeah, you saw it like the slow degradation of. You saw it wear us down to the point where we're like unable to deny it now. Like, fuck.
We got knocked off that high horse real quick.
Yep. No shame in my game. Fuck it, dude.
No shame here, man. Shit. Anyways.
Yeah, moving on to our last smaller topic here. That fucking Mortal Kombat trailer, though.
Bro, it looks so good.
It looks fucking wild.
Like, where the fuck did this movie come? When did they film this?
I don't know, but like
I had no idea this is even happening.
The only thing that's like dumb or like kind of lame about it is like the original character they introduced for it, Cole or whatever, and like that weird dragon tattoo he has. It's
yeah,
that's a little bit dumb, but like the actual like Mortal Kombat characters and the fight scenes and like the fatality-esque shit that goes down in it is just like, oh my god, they're finally fucking going full out with the Mortal Kombat movie and like making it what it should be, you know?
Exactly. There was this funny tidbit in the trailer with where Kano, like he cracks, he says the line, he's like, Kano wins, you know?
Yeah.
I was just like, and even I think Shensun was like, finish him, you know?
Yeah, and then at the end when Scorpion's fighting Sub-Zero and like
get over here.
Yeah, you see him like thinking like you think is he gonna say it? Is he gonna say it? And he does it. Then he pulls out the little blade and you get over here. He said it. You know what I mean?
It
like,
was hype, dude. It was hype.
Dude, it was super fucking hype, man. Like I'm actually excited for this movie, and like I when I first heard they were doing this, I was terrified because like I remember Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Hey, that was a good movie.
It's cheesy good, but it's not good.
No, yeah, it is very, very cheesy, but we appreciate Mortal Kombat Annihilation and what it did for the gaming community. However, it is not on the level of this.
Yeah.
This is like Hollywood blockbuster level, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this shit looks fucking good, son.
Yeah, it looks sick as fuck. I'm definitely gonna be like watching that for sure.
Yeah, same here. Sign me up. You got
but
me.
I do agree.
The fucking beginning of the trailer when fucking Sub-Zero just like straight up freezes Jax's arms off, bro. Like that's so brutal.
Yeah, that was brutal as fuck. And then at one point, I think he cuts off Scorpion's arm.
I don't know, dude. A lot of shit goes down in that fucking trailer, man.
Yeah, so
I'm excited for a Mortal Kombat movie, and I never thought I would say that in my life ever again.
Yeah, same. Do you remember when we were kids and we were like, dude, Mortal Kombat, yeah. And then we would have, I believe we had, hold on. I believe that as children, you, me, and Ernie actually had a sleepover and watched the Mortal Kombat movies.
Yeah, we definitely did. I remember.
Yeah, I remember it. I remember that.
You drank like a 4-pack of Monster E. It's fucking horrible.
I forgot we did that. Yeah. Wasn't Cameron involved in that too?
Most likely.
Anyways, yeah, guys, we are old.
We are old, but you know what? They're making stuff for us, and I'll take it.
I'll take it too.
They're catering to us old folk.
I mean, they need to. We're the people that they need to sell to.
We have money now.
We're still gonna be around. We're not boomers, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, man. Mortal Kombat movie looks exciting, but we can move on to the main event for the week, the good old Nintendo Direct. After 500 and something days, Nintendo finally had another General Direct.
All right, are we gonna shoot through each one of these real quick?
Yep, we're gonna rapid fire through this shit like we always do. Starting at the top of the list. These are not in direct order. These are in website order, just for those of y'all curious out there. The first thing on here is Smash Bros. Ultimate, my baby girl. Hey. Oh, my baby girl. My
Let's
ultimate
go.
fucking waifu, like out of any game series, like out of all the Persona games,
Pyra or
Pirates,
Mithra?
both. It's 2-in-1, Eric. That's why she's
I
the
know.
ultimate
I know.
waifu. I'm a Mithra man because I like my girls mean, but you know, you can just switch her around to Pyra when you want a little sweet tender loving. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
I
my girl Mithra.
I'm all in on Pyra, man.
Yeah, you're a Pyra man,
I'm all in on Pyra.
dude. But the character in and of itself looks fucking dope. So Pyra is a lot like is a bit slower and more heavy hitting with the fire attacks, and you can switch to Mithra, I assume,
It
with
was like
down
she's
B
faster.
Sheik style. She's a lot faster and speedier. She's got this like sick ass counter move called Foresight. And yeah, man, releases next month. But dude, I lost my shit at that reveal, dude. I fucking loved Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I've talked about it.
I thought, you know what I
Plenty.
thought it was gonna be when it came when they totally trolled everyone.
Yeah,
That whole
I
trailer,
thought
I
it
thought
was
it was
gonna
gonna be
be
another
like
Xenoblade or
or
something.
DLC for 2
Yeah,
because they already have DLC for 2, but it's like a prologue is the like a prequel type of thing. It's like
yeah,
it's like set way in the past. It's not like additional content for Xenoblade 2, that the story of Xenoblade 2, you know what I mean? It takes
yeah.
place like before it. So I thought it was like gonna be like some DLC for it, and nope, motherfucking smash right off the bat, dude.
That was dope. That was a good opening.
Yeah.
They knew what we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
They knew,
Mm-hmm.
and their characters look sick. So
Yeah, I was super happy for that announcement. Fuck everyone who's upset about it, dude. Like that shit blew my mind.
hey, there's still some characters left, right?
I think there's two more or what, two or one more after this one. I think two more.
I think it's 2. Yeah.
So there's
So hell yeah.
still a couple more slots to go, dude. Who the fuck is gonna get in?
We'll see, dude. We'll see. Dude, this roster is stacked, bro.
But yeah, moving on from that, rapid fire. We already talked about this one because I played it, the demo at least. Project Triangle Strategy is the next one on the list. Like we discussed, it's a strategy RPG with the art style of Octopath Traveler. So it's I'm calling it Octopath X Fire Emblem. Really fucking good so far based on the demo, and probably going to be one of the best games of 2022.
We shall see.
We shall see. Next, Fall Guys finally coming to the Switch.
Guys.
But you know, they announced it a little far out. It's not coming till summer, so it's gonna take a while for it to. So maybe like a full year from release. I want to
They're
say.
probably still working on
right?
porting it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll probably check it out once it's on. Oh, I have a PlayStation now, but I think
yeah, you can play it on.
I'd have to pay for it on PlayStation.
That's right. You didn't get it.
Yeah, because I didn't have Plus, but I didn't have a PlayStation or Plus back then.
I don't think it's expensive.
You don't think it's not full price?
I don't think so. I don't think it's like $60.
Huh. I mean, I guess I'll look it up later, but yeah, I mean, I'll check it. I mean, I'll probably just at this point, I'll probably just wait until it comes out on Switch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably find more people. Like it's probably dying right now on other consoles, like on PlayStation, because I haven't heard much about it anymore. You know?
No,
so,
people still play it. People
so
still
probably be a big resurgence of it once it comes out on Switch.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, Fall Guys coming to the Switch, man. So you said I should probably check it out. Huh? It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun game to just like. I recommend playing it with friends.
Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna circle back here a bit. We're gonna. I should have circled over to this question when we were talking about Xenoblade and Mithra and everything, Pyra and Mithra. But Nightshade asked, for y'all hoping to see that new Monolith Soft and Nintendo secret IP that they've been working on? And he says, I know I sure was. And honestly, dude, I don't think they're gonna they're not gonna mention anything about that until they port over Xenoblade Chronicles X from the Wii U.
Well,
because we know Nintendo's on a fucking port rampage for Wii U games. You know what I mean?
Well, you see, if you count the places that were visited in the trailer, those 4, and that's Xenoblade Chronicles 1, and then there's X, and then there's 2. And that makes 4.
Oh,
what's 4?
And if you count the number of chairs, it's also 4. which means we're actually getting Xenoblade Chronicles 8, so it's not a new IP at all. Thank you for coming to
Xenoblade SS Tricky X5 is what's coming.
Thank you for coming to our deep dive analysis here on the PodBoyz Advance. No, but I mean, I think it would have been cool to see, but like I said, I don't think we're gonna hear hide nor hair of that game until all the Xenoblades are all in one place. You know what I mean? So they got Chronicles over this year, and I'm pretty sure if the trend of Wii U ports continues, we're probably gonna get X at some point, and then maybe they'll start talking about maybe a new IP, maybe the next Xenoblade, whatever they're working on. Because I think they're also supposedly like helping out in the background of Zelda again and stuff like that. So they're definitely busy with shit, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they totally did troll all their fans by doing the trailer the way that they freaking did.
Yeah.
To like a new Xenoblade game or whatever.
Because like usually how they do the Smash things is like they like open with the little Smash cross, so you know it's Smash.
Yeah,
it's but involving other Smashers, and then the new one jumps in. This one was just like, boom, hey, it's Xenoblade, and it looks like new content, you know?
Yeah, there's no information at all given, and then all of a sudden it's like, this is where you've been, and it's like, yeah, I've been in Smash. I was like, dude, okay.
Well, from the second where he walks out of those clouds, before she even says it, like that's Final Destination she's standing on, you know?
Exactly,
so, like,
yeah.
I knew from that second, which was insane. But I am excited to see that new IP whenever they show it off, though, because it's supposedly a lot more just like traditional fantasy.
Interesting.
So as opposed to Xenoblade, which is like, it is still like fantasy type of shit. There's still like big monsters and like magic and stuff like that. But like it's also like this weird like future tech mix type of shit where there's like,
it's like some cyberpunk
robots.
Future
yeah,
shit.
It's like weird cyberpunk type of shit. You know what I mean? With like magic, but also techno weapons and shit like that. Like
like past, future, present crap. Time magic.
Yeah, so it's definitely in some weird type of genre of its own, I'd say, but it'd be cool to see their take on a much more like traditional fantasy setting, you know?
It's like some straight up mages and archers and stuff like that.
Yep, straight up.
So Diablo.
My heart and soul. Dude, we're gonna disappear from the face of the earth when this game comes out. Yeah, I'm so terrified.
Before we go on with this, I just want to just like inform everyone that this Diablo 2 coming out remastered is probably gonna force Oscar and I to buy a whole new PC. So just putting that out there.
Putting that out there. But
this is the breaking point.
This is it. This is the point of no return.
So
but yeah, shout out to Nightshade for the question, man. I appreciate you taking the time to hit us up. And yeah, if you want to get your own question answered, make sure you hit up the Discord. I think we have one more comment lined up for the end of the show. And yeah, moving on from Fall Guys, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion pass.
Cool. You didn't even finish the first.
I didn't even finish the game. I couldn't even really get into it that much.
I told you once a Warrior game, always a Warriors game.
I know. And shout out to our boy Decepticon, who is apparently a huge Warriors fan. Like, I don't know how you do it, my dude. But
I don't know how you do it either, man.
Because they also announced later on, I guess we can skip around a bit since we're talking about this one. They announced Samurai Warriors 5 for the Switch, which is another big
I will say this,
the
it looks
series.
Cool.
Oh yeah, they look cool as shit. But it's good. Just but Decepticon like lost his shit. I was watching his he was live streaming like his reaction to it, and like Twitch kept fucking up on me when I was trying to watch him, but he lost his little mind for Samurai Warriors 5. So shout out to Decepticon and the Warriors games and shit. So
yeah, man. Hey, man, we hate on Warriors games a little bit because we don't like them, but that doesn't mean you can't like them.
Exactly. But
so
yeah, I don't know about this whole expansion pass thing. I didn't really get into the game, and it's like just more characters and more like challenge missions and shit like that. So I think I'll pass. You know.
Yeah. So next up, we've got Animal Crossing, New Horizons, and Super Mario Brothers 35th anniversary collaboration.
So we got a bunch of Mushroom
Mario
Kingdom and Mario
items.
stuff coming to Animal Crossing. That's actually coming out next week on the 25th. So my girlfriend's already losing her shit because she loves Mario and she loves Animal Crossing. Mostly she's losing her shit that you can put a warp pipe on one part of the island to like fast travel to another part of her island. She's like so fucking ready for that shit.
No,
I mean, it looks
you
pretty
Animal
cool.
Crossers are interesting bunch.
It's a chill game, man.
Hey, how's your turnips?
I have not logged in since the last time I said I logged in on this podcast, which was probably around Halloween time, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Did you do that?
I don't
Full
know if
Halloween
I don't even know. I don't know if I did even. I think I might have popped on one day to like see the jack-o'-lantern man once and then never went back. But
Still
yeah.
going strong, man. It's still super popular.
Yep, and they keep adding content to it and everything, so it's
Which
gonna
is really
keep
cool.
chugging along.
Hell yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Next up on the list is Metopia, Nintendo Switch Remaster. Why?
Why did they do this?
It honestly looks kind of like interesting, to be honest. It's like, did you like? I don't know if you remember what. It's like a little RPG type of thing. It looks like a little turn-based RPG, but you just walk around with like different Miis you have on your system. So, I mean, I'll make a party where it's you, me, and Vince and shit. You know what I
mean? Yeah.
And run around, fight some fucking monsters and dragons.
I mean, yeah. I mean, at least they're making good use of the Miis, because most of the time they just sit there.
The Miis refuse to die, apparently.
Yeah, they're gonna keep coming back.
Here they Smash, you know.
They spent all this money trying to create this whole like Mii system and having you personalize them to look like you and all that. They gotta they gotta keep them alive.
Yeah, I mean, they're a staple of Nintendo at this point. They've been around since the Wii, you know. It's been a long time, so can't hate the Miis as much as I hate the Miis.
Yeah.
Next up on the list is Outer Wilds.
Yo, this game actually looks really cool.
Well, it's an older game, my dude. It's been out on everything for a while. It's just coming to Switch now.
I didn't even know it.
Yeah, you can grab it on Game Pass, my guy.
Oh shit! Well, I'm gonna go play it because I had no idea it was a thing.
Yeah. It's like a cool. It's kind of like a No Man's Sky-ish, like a space exploration type of thing. But
yeah, but the kicker, the kicker is that it like you only have a certain amount of time, don't you?
Yeah, and it's
before
not,
loops.
Yeah, and it's not bad.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of
just kidding, No Man's Sky, you were check out the Vince Makes Oscar.
Speaking of
No Man's Sky,
just a little plug here for No Man's Sky people that I think they're going to or just released a patch where you can actually like befriend the space animals or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, space creatures you can befriend and have them follow you and shit now.
Vince just went around naming all of them on the planet that we were on. He just named them all different spellings of fuck.
Okay. I would have, you know what? I would have expected him to like go around naming every planet he found a different strain of weed or something.
He did that to a couple. But the animals were all just different spellings of fuck. Because he's a fucking 12-year-old. I love that kid. Next up on the list here is 2 Famicom Detective Club games getting Switch remakes. So
Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir,
and The Girl Who Stands Behind.
Behind who? Behind
they're
what?
What
is she standing
behind? The murder, apparently. They're
behind
like
the body?
Yeah, they're like murder mystery type of like visual novels from
Behind the Mask.
Like. Stop it, sir! Gosh, Behind the Cowl. It's a Batman game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like I suppose like a visual novel mystery type of game.
Some people are into that. That's cool.
Yeah, it looks kind of interesting. Not my cup of tea though.
No, not either.
Next up, Samurai Warriors 5, which we already talked about a bit earlier when we lumped it in with Hyrule Warriors. So according to a bunch of info that Decepticon typed in our chat, So Samurai Warriors is basically a Warriors game where you play as like classic feudal Japanese like generals and stuff like that, and like face off in war against each other.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, so
Like
Dynasty
this, here's
Warriors.
here's the thing. Here, all right. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
The stories. I played the Dynasty Warriors like Gundam thing. I've played some of the. I've played other Warriors games. The Gundam one. I don't remember what other one I played. I think I might have played one of like just sword fighting one.
Mm-hmm.
But I've played Dynasty Warriors and I've played Warriors games before. The stories are always really cool,
Mm-hmm.
but the gameplay is what throws me off personally.
It's like super repetitive. It's just like the same hack and slash maps over
Yeah,
and
yeah,
over again,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, so I think it's really cool that it's all about like feudal Japan warlords fighting each other, you know, like even the trailer looks really fucking sick. Makes me want to play it. But I know it's a Warriors game and I know the style of game it is, and it's just not my cup of tea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's harder for me to be excited about it. So
I feel you, man. Same here. Like they always like I always think I'm gonna be okay with it until I
playing
actually
it,
try playing it, and it's like, okay,
mhm.
I'm sick of this. Like
It
but
just gets old too fast
but I mean
for
yeah, but
us.
if you're into them, hey man, enjoy your games, man. Like
Right. Hell yeah.
everyone has different tastes for a reason.
Right.
Next on the list here, another one that my boy Decepticon lost his mind over, Legend of Mana. I've actually never played this one. It's originally a PS1 game from 1999. It's one of the last people say one of the last few good games in the Mana line of games.
Hmm.
So
I never played this one either.
brand
So
new remaster. It looks freaking gorgeous. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to check this one. I'm probably definitely gonna be copying it.
so is this like an RPG or like a side scroller or
It's
what
like
is
the
this?
Mana games are like weird. They're like kind of like early action RPGs. So they all have
Oh.
like their own like weird gimmicky catch on how they handle it, but like for example, like Secret of Mana, like you have a little bar that fills up at the bottom, which determines like you attack, and the little bar drains a bit, and eventually the more you upgrade it, the more attacks you can do without draining your full bar, or the faster it regenerates and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But so you can still like fully move around and like slash at people like an action game type of thing, like Zelda or something.
Yeah, I see
But
them like fighting monsters and stuff in
yeah,
the
but
trailer. Yeah.
but there's damage numbers when you hit and you gain experience and you level up and stuff like that. So it's like kind of like the beginnings of early action RPGs is what they are.
Okay, interesting.
But
Yeah, I've never played any mana games, so
yeah,
kind of cool to check out.
they're pretty cool, dude. You should check it. Like I think I'm pretty sure. I was gonna say Secret of Mana was on the Super Nintendo games, but I don't know if it is. I'm pretty sure what I'm thinking of is that it's on the Super Nintendo Classic. But yeah, you should check out the Mana games, dude. They have a whole collection of them on the Switch now, so you can buy the old ones.
Yeah, I remember there's like the old Game Boy ones, right?
There's a Game Boy one, a Super Nintendo, and two Super Nintendo ones, I believe, that are on
Mm.
there. One that never released in America until that point, that version of it.
Yeah, I remember we talked about it on the
Yeah.
podcast.
So
Yeah,
next up on the list here is Monster Hunter Rise. We've talked about that at length. They showed off another trailer, but we
so good.
it looks so fucking good. We've played the demo, liked the demo. Right, I'm just ready for the game at this point.
Yeah,
Um,
I think everyone is at this point.
mhm. Moving on from that, Tales from the Borderlands is coming to the Switch. I think that's like the weird, like Telltale, like visual novel one. So it's not like
Yeah,
an actual board game.
it reminds me of those what are they called? What was that? Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's the same people. It's a Telltale game.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. It's exactly the same. It looked exactly the same as the
Yeah,
Walking Dead
yeah,
games.
it's the same dudes. It's Telltale. They're gone now, but yeah, they made that. They made Telltale Batman as well, so same style.
I don't know if I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, we've discussed it. We've discussed
Yeah,
it at
we've
length that
talked
we
about
don't
narrative
like
games, and
the
now we feel that
narrative, like fucking visual novel type of
it's
stuff. We
cool if you
just
guys like them, but
I like see like I like that shit when it's like in a Persona game and there's a lot of dialogue and like character motifs just talking back and forth like key art and stuff like that. But there has to be
there's a whole
gameplay to it too. You know what I
gameplay
mean? So
added
like,
to it. Yeah,
but okay. Next here on the list, which is already out, is Capcom Arcade Stadium. I think we had talked about it when it was like first announced or rumored or something. It's just like a little compilation of a bunch of classic a bunch of Capcom arcade games like Ghosts and Goblins and stuff like that. I think you can pay to add on more to it or some weird shit, but it's out now and it's free, so check it out if you want to play some old Capcom games.
yeah. It's got original Street Fighter on there.
Next up on the list here, Stubbs the Zombie. The homie Lo-Fi Surfer is actually pretty stoked for this one. It looks kind of weird. Looks kind of.
It's
It
interesting.
looks like a 360 game in a good way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. It looks like a good weird, you know?
It's made by Aspire, which is they've done a bunch of good ports to the Switch and stuff like that. So it's probably gonna run well and stuff. So on the Switch.
Yeah.
Not safe for dude. Yeah, this game looks like it's gonna be fun. Like it looks dumb, but it looks like dumb fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's honestly
Well,
from like the
because I think you got to go around and you convert people to your cause by zombieing them up. You know what I mean?
yeah, like this was one of the most interesting games I think in the direct. Like other stuff like we're kind of expecting, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Legend of Mana, like HU Master, that's cool. And then like this Famicom, that's different too, but like
The Famicom detective games, you mean?
yeah, like these other games are cool in their own way. But this game kind of stood out to me because it's different.
Yeah.
This one and the next one coming up are different. And
Yes.
that's the reason they stood out for me and why I am interested in both of these.
Yeah. Speaking of the next one, to loop you guys in here, Neon White is the next on the list here. So it's crazy like
It's like first person card.
It's a first person shooter, but it's
game, but
but
like you
instead
use
of like
cards.
actual guns and stuff like that, it's card based, so you collect different weapons and abilities through cards, and you run around like it looks kind of like Ninja Ghost Runnery in a way, like you're running around like these and jumping around these like crazy like
Platform
MC Escher ass landscapes with like freaking staircases all sideways and crazy type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah,
Which is what I like. And like, if I'm gonna pick up a random game that I know nothing about, or like, sometimes I just like to find something different, you know?
Yeah, the only thing that I'm probably not gonna be checking this one out myself is just because like usually when it's card based stuff like that, it means it's usually like either randomly generated type of shit or like a roguelite where like where it's about like doing different runs with different shit, but it's always the same. And like if you die, you get sent back all the way to the beginning. And but yeah, none of your stuff carries over when you die and that type of stuff. So that's the type of shit that I hate. So I don't know.
You're not into like roguelites and that kind of
No,
thing?
absolutely. That's like the worst type of. That's how you get me to not buy your game.
What about Dark Souls, Demon Souls?
No, that's different. Like you still keep like you lose your souls and your upgrade materials, but you don't lose everything you have. You don't lose your abilities, you don't lose your spells, you don't lose your weapons, you don't lose anything like that. You just lose your upgrade materials, which is very different.
Yeah, but
and souls what's different about souls and souls like is
checkpoints.
no, you don't have checkpoint. Yeah, well, you have checkpoints sometimes, but you also have the ability to try and like Hollow Knight. Even you have at least one try to go back and recover all your shit before it's gone forever. In a lot of these, there is none. It's one and done. You die, and no matter how far you got in the game, no matter what you did, you're all the way back at the beginning with nothing, and it's just like, what? It's just frustrating. There's no point to, like, there's no progression. There's nothing.
That's part of the challenge, I
It's
think. For...
I understand that, but like, I'm an RPG guy, and I'm all about skill trees and progression and leveling up and like ending the game like with a certain amount of like difference to how I started it. You know what I mean? And like seeing my work amount to something in the end. You know, that's like
Yeah.
that's the payoff that I like from games, not like a cheap
Yeah.
gratification
See,
of like a
I
quick
think well,
good
not
run.
I think what makes roguelites and like roguelike and like interesting is the fact that it's not like the progression part that people play it for. I think it's the fact like it makes it more suspenseful in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could say, you know, like it amps the game up for people where like shit, if I die right now, I'm dead forever. So it kind of makes it so like you don't want to die, right?
No, yeah, and I definitely get them. I get the appeal for some people. It's just 100% not for, like, not my style. You know what I mean?
No, I get you. I
It's
get you.
not what
It's
I
not
do.
for everyone. It's not for everyone. Yeah, I think it looks kind of cool. I wouldn't mind. I don't play too many like roguelike games, but um, I'd be down to check it out just because
It's
if it's
different.
cheap, it's different. But if it's I don't think I'd pay $60 for this
Hmm.
because
I don't think it'll be 60.
I'd probably maybe pay like 30, 40 max. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it'll be like a $20-$30 game.
Yeah, but it looks cool, and I've never seen a shooter type like this where like you're going through cards like this,
Mm-hmm.
so it's different. So it's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. This next game though is for everyone, and that's DC Superhero Girls Teen Power.
Everyone except
Yeah, so this is definitely like aimed towards like younger kids and younger girls. It's like a weird little superhero game with like DC heroines like Batgirl and Supergirl,
Green Lantern Girl,
Green Lantern Girl. Yeah,
Cat.
everyone's favorite DC character, Green Lantern Girl, and Wonder Woman. But yeah, apart from being like a little superhero game, it also has like a social aspect where you go to school and take selfies with your friends and whatnot. So
So it's definitely for children.
definitely for kids and stuff like that. I'm sure your niece Autumn will be like, "Ooh, what's this?" You know what I
I'm pretty
mean?
sure she'd probably be into that. If I bought her this for just I don't know whatever, she'd probably totally play it. So
Yeah, so definitely a kids game. Not for me though. No, thank you. I will pass. Pass on the next one to Plants vs Zombies: Battle for Neighborville.
tower defense, no
No, well,
thanks.
no, this is like the new like revamp of it where they made it like a first-person shooter or a third-person shooter or something. So it's
Oh, I thought it. Oh, okay.
yeah, so it's been a while since it's been a tower defense game. Like it's an
I'm
actual
gonna
like
be
shooter now.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I saw Plants vs Zombies and I skipped when I was watching the Nintendo Direct feed.
Yeah.
I
Click
skipped through it.
click the trailer. You can see what it's like now. It's like a third-person shooter.
Yeah, I see it now. I had no idea I
It
had
looks
gotten
like
to this point.
fucking Fortnite.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
Yeah, so I'll pass on that too. Knockout City is the next one on the list, and I don't know, man. I think EA is making it or something, and it's like a weird dodgeball game, but like how they're trying to make every game nowadays, where like there's different characters with different abilities, kind of like Destruction All Stars and Overwatch and all the MOBAs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We're like, oh, look at these
Yeah,
characters, and like they try and give every character a backstory and a thing to make everyone like them, and they're probably gonna release DLC. I'm not.
it's Destruction All Stars,
But with no
dodgeball.
cars and dodgeball. They try to make it funny by
Yeah.
like doing like these like the characters do like these interviews as like their introductions, and they try to make it cheesy and funny, and it's just like, I'm not here for this anymore. I never was, actually. I don't like any of these games, let alone this one. So sorry. No thanks.
I'm not really down for this. I mean, yeah, no, let's move on.
Yeah, moving on to World's End Club. So it's from the creators of Danganronpa and that series of games, which is like a very popular series. It's also kind of like decision based, like a lot of dialogue heavy type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is by the creators of them. So for people who like games like that, should be very excited. I've
More
never
narrative
played.
games.
Yeah, I've never. This one looks like it has like some gameplay in it as well, but it still kind of looks like a Flash game or something to me, or like a little like one of those old school like learning games type of things. Even.
Yeah.
So like I don't know. If
So
you're
what
into
you're
that,
saying
check
is
it
like the
out.
Oregon Trail.
No, not that primitive, but like I always forget what the games I used to play on the computer were called. I need to look them up someday so I have like something to actually like reference
Yeah.
as a comparison point, because there's a certain like fucking art style. Like it reminds me of like it's like a fucking PBS show turned video game type of shit. You know what I mean?
Like all the old Nickelodeon games kind of thing.
Kinda, yeah, but more school based.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but if you're into Danganronpa and stuff like that, check it out. But I'll probably be skipping that. Next, the final trailer for Bravely Default 2, which comes out next week.
I feel like this game's been announced for like forever.
Well, yeah, because it was delayed a couple times and shit. So I mean,
It looks cool.
yeah. Again, though, like it's the same people who made Octopath. Some of the same people who made Octopath. A lot of them, I think. And I feel like this one came out like before Octopath, the first one of these, the first couple.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like what they did with Octopath like built upon the system they have in these games and did it a lot better than this one does it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just not as interesting to me as Octopath. And if anything, I'll just stick to Octopath and Triangle Strategy. So I don't know. Like I like Square, I like their games. I definitely like this team's game, but like I don't know.
I'll be honest.
Bravely just doesn't hook me.
What throws me off, what I don't like, is the character designs.
Oh, like the weird chibi art. I think you've talked about this every time we brought it up. Yeah,
Because I just can't deal with it.
Can't get over it. Yeah,
I can't get over it.
Yeah, it's an interesting art choice to say the least. But yeah, I don't know. The Bravely series just doesn't. As the biggest RPG guy on this podcast, even though there's only two of us, like this one doesn't do it for me. I don't know why. It's off-putting to me.
I see.
So I'll probably skipping Bravely in general until some down the line convinces me to play it somehow. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Next up on the list, another remaster of an older RPG, Saga Frontier Remastered. Another one that I never played back in the day, but it looks fucking cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of looks like old Fire Emblem in some like scenes, you know?
Yeah, like with
like similar, like not the same. It's definitely not the same.
You mean
but
with like the cutscenes with like the characters just standing there and like the dialogue and everything like that? Yeah, I agree. It looks,
and even some of these like it's a kind of weird trailer, but some of these like attack abilities that they do.
The monsters they fight, like the dragon looking things, look like the dragons from Fire Emblem type of thing. They have like
That's
idle animations and shit like that. So.
Yeah, exactly. But, so it looks different. It looks cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I might check it out if I get bored and want to jump into an RPG at some point, you know, which happens a lot. Next, they showed off some more Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, which is already out. So Ghosts and Goblins, Apex Legends,
we know what that is.
That is Hades, which we've talked about before as well. Mm-hmm. Super dope. Everyone loves Hades. It's actually getting a physical, which is what they announced this time, though. So
Which
Looks
is
like
actually really
I'm
cool. It
yeah,
comes with like
a
the whole thing.
soundtrack and shit, which means I'm finally buying Hades.
And the last thing that I'm most excited about this whole direct,
Drop it on us, Eric.
the very best thing that happened
I keep forgetting this is a thing,
is
and
the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection, bro.
dude, these games are so good. I miss
They're
them so
coming to
much.
Switch.
They're
Do you
so
know how
hard.
do you know how sad I was that I didn't have an Xbox anymore to play these games?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Like, do you know
mm-hmm.
how sad I was? And it always just kind of like fucked me up how these games had not been released on Nintendo consoles.
Yeah.
That always fucked me up because the original Ninja Gaiden is a Nintendo game.
Mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm,
know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
So and then it was on Xbox for whatever reason. That always fucked me up. Like, why is it on Xbox? Why do I have to? Why do I have to? Why can't I play this on GameCube? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we used to have to go play it at Ernie's, remember, for a while?
Exactly. Like I've never actually played through the whole thing by myself because Oscar and I played with our friend that we'd kind of like take turns, but he would kind of mostly play the game, but we would take turns playing the game. Like, oh, this level's too hard. Oh, let me try it. Oh, I can do it. And then all right, and then he would beat it.
That fucker was a beast at that game, dude.
Yeah. So
But yeah, they're hard, dude. Like
they're
I
really
don't
hard.
remember, but they're really fucking hard games.
Yeah. But that was our experience with playing them. You know, we did play through them with him, and we know the stories. So actually being able to play them through ourselves, bro, on our Switches
It's gonna be
so
fucking crazy.
sick.
Yep.
This is probably the most hype thing for me that came out of this direct.
A couple things that weren't on the list here. They showed off a bit more No More Heroes gameplay, which looks pretty dope to me. Like some people are saying it looked sus, but like it looked smooth and good to like it looks like modern No More Heroes, you know what I mean? Like it looks smooth, it looked crisp, it looks a lot better than like even the remastered versions of the old ones look. So I don't know what people are tripping about, but that and then what they ended it off with actually they're missing a lot of things on this list because they're missing a couple things. So there was no Breath of the Wild 2 news, just a sad message from Aonuma saying that they had no news until later on in the year, but the development's going well. And they announced Skyward Sword HD Remastered.
Oh, that's right. Skyward
Sword is coming to Switch. It had been teased and rumored for a long time. So that's how they're deciding to kick off the anniversary announcements is with Skyward Sword. Supposedly there's a lot more Zelda announcements to come later on this year, but it's pretty cool for those of you who missed out on it. I did play through Skyward Sword, not my favorite Zelda because of the motion controls, but they fixed that. There's button controls this time around. And I'm probably going to be checking it out. And they also announced some beautiful fucking Master Sword and Healing Shield themed Joy-Cons, which already went up for pre-order and already sold
out.
So
you didn't get a chance to get them?
No, I didn't even know it happened. So I'm hoping Amazon comes through soon with their pre-orders and I can cop some there. But I need those Joy-Cons.
Those Joy-Cons are sick.
Mm-hmm.
They look really cool.
Really, really dope. I need to get my hands on a pair. So Skyward Sword's coming.
Master Sword and Shield, dude.
And the final announcement, the one more thing that they usually end on, they announced that next year, 2022, Splatoon 3 is coming.
Yeah.
I do not care about Splatoon. It's a cool-ass looking game. I know a lot of the homies in the community have a lot of fun with it, but I've never checked it out. I don't really have fun with shooters. Third person, first person, whatever. And that one has a weird ink gimmick that I don't know if I can get into. So power to all you Splatoon homies out there, though. I know a lot of people lost their fucking shit over that yesterday.
Or
a couple days ago.
I don't get Splatoon.
What do you mean?
You know,
You
like
run around and you. It's like, do you remember the side mode in Tony Hawk that wherever you,
graffiti.
yeah, wherever you did a trick on, you like
So it's like
spray, yeah.
graffiti,
So it's like graffiti,
but a shooter.
but with guns and different types of weapons. Like they have paint rollers and guns and
I've
snipers and
never actually played it, so
yeah.
I'm
So
never caught
basically,
my attention.
the main mode is like that. Yeah. So it's two teams against each other, and you whoever covers the map in the most paint gets the most
Wins.
points at the end and wins. And you can also take each other out and splat each other to either like stop you from covering an area. It's the same type of thing. It's like an objective based shooter, like Control and Destiny. Like you have to
Yeah,
get
yeah. No,
points, but also
I
get
get it.
kills. Yeah, so you have to get kills, but also make sure you splat the most paint all over the map.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
So that's the idea behind it. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty like unique concept, and Nintendo's made it fucking astronomical. I mean, the series debuted on the Wii U with the first one, and they're already up to 3, so it's getting a lot more love than like most classic Nintendo series, and like
Yeah, that's
for
pretty
good
crazy.
reason. Splatoon 2, I think, is almost at 12 million sold. They do like huge ass tournaments and events for it with the Splatfest and all that type of stuff. So I mean, it makes sense that they'd be bringing out a new one. Splatoon 2 came out in 2017, I think, so it's been about 4 years now.
Yeah, yeah,
5
yeah.
years when it comes out, so I mean, it's about time.
Well, that's good news for Splatoon fans. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and like honestly, like I don't know if you saw the trailer for it, but like it starts off with like this weird like desert type of scene, and like you choose your character like how you want it to look, and like it starts off as like this weird side scroller type of thing, and I was like, oh shit, is this like a actual like
Splatoon side scroller.
like a single player like story based Splatoon? But no, it was Splatoon 3, which was a little disappointing for me. But I mean, if they ever turn around and release a spin-off like that where it's like a actual like story based game or something, like an open world type of thing, like in Splatoon, I'd probably check it out, you know.
Yeah.
But no, alas, just another Splatoon 3. It's another Splatoon. But yeah.
All right. So that's did we make it through?
We made it through the direct.
We made it. We're alive.
Yeah, we're alive, and we can just close it off with the last question here, which is the most appropriate question to end this off. VC asks, what were your favorite announcements from the recent Nintendo Direct?
Perfect.
He says, for me, it was easily Triangle Strategy and Neon White, he says.
For me, it has to be Pyra and Mithra in Smash, and also Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. Those are my two. And then like close third would probably be Triangle Strategy, just because it's interesting.
Dude, they're missing so much on this list. We didn't even talk about Mario Golf. Mario
Golf. I forgot about Mario Golf.
Mario
Yeah,
Golf.
I don't that website. I think they just chose like the quote unquote more important things to them.
I guess, but I mean, anyway, Mario Golf. My favorite announcements were definitely 100%, no questions asked, hands down, Triangle Strategy, the game made for me. So that's definitely my main announcement. I was also a really big fan of the Pyra and Mithra announcement. I think all the remasters of the old RPGs are super sick. But I'm actually super excited for No More Heroes 3, man. Like I said, like I've seen people say it looked weird or sus for some reason. I don't agree. I think it looked good. I definitely want to see more of it, and we have a release date and like the box art now, but I was excited to see No More Heroes 3 there and see some more gameplay. So I think those are my two picks. It's definitely Triangle Strategy by far, and then No More Heroes 3 is my runner-up.
Yeah, mine's got to be Smash, and then Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, you're big into Smash, so I know you're always, regardless of if you're interested in the character or not, I think you're always excited to just get a new character in general, you know?
Yeah, I like going on there, trying them out, and just playing the game, dude. Just figuring out a way, because once you play Smash and you play against other people, then it's like they're gonna choose that new character, so it just becomes a game of like, how do I counter this character? Who do I play as? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, so it's fun. But definitely, I think what I'm most hyped about is that Ninja Gaiden collection, because not only is it one or two, but I think it's three Ninja Gaiden games.
Holy shit! Yeah, it is all three of them.
Yeah, so I am definitely stoked to play through those again, like for real, like play all the way through them. Because as kids, like we didn't have the Xbox. Our homie had the Xbox, and we would only play when we were like hanging out, which was a lot. But yeah, we know the whole stories and all that, but I'm just I want to actually sit there and like play them
You
myself,
get through it yourself. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, so
But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for us here on the podcast this week. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us on this super, super, super exciting week with a Nintendo Direct, a Diablo 2 remaster confirmed,
Diablo 2,
some more Diablo 4 footage, a lot of crazy stuff. Again, we're gonna be doing a more in-depth Diablo video later on this week for you guys to not take up a lot of podcast time. But thank you so much for listening. If you made it this far, you are Diablo, the Lord of Terror himself, and not even death can save
you from me.
So yeah, you can find me on Twitter at KnifeLifeOsc, KnifeLifeOSC. You can find us collectively at the PodBoyz Twitter at PodBoyz Advance. You can find Erky at.
You can find me at Erky Plays on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, everything. Just search Erky Plays. I'm sure I'll pop up.
Yep, Erky Plays everywhere. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Link is going to be down below. Remember, we take questions up to Thursday of every week, Thursday night. So if you make the cutoff,
thank you so much, by the way, to y'all who keep submitting questions.
Thank you so much. This week we had
love y'all.
Night we had the homie Nightshade coming through for the first time with a question, and VC.
And VC, the homie.
So thank you guys so much for the questions. We really appreciate you. It's a good way to interact with you guys and get you guys involved in the podcast here. So keep sending those in. And if you're new, make sure you join the Discord. It's going to be down there for you guys to chat with us. We've been actually a lot more active as of recently in there with the Discord. You know, we've been talking up a storm in there. We were live chatting the direct and everything with you guys. So shout out to Ace for chilling with me for that and everything. And
it's also now a whole Diablo 2 channel. So just letting you all know.
There's a whole it's gonna be a lot of Diablo talk up in there, starting with the probably close to hour-long discussion video we're gonna end up making this week. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, until next time, my name is Oscar.
And I'm Eric.
And we've been the PodBoyz Advance. We will see you guys next time. Later. Don't eat the apple pie. Unless it comes from the secret cow level.
Or is...
Moo, 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 moo.